Hey guys, what's going on? It's me Nathan. Just want to say good afternoon, good evening to everyone, both the East West Coast. If you guys are enjoying your day today here on Sunday, if you guys are also enjoying the weekend. And for this video today, it is Backlash Predictions. So let's get into it. The link will be in the description down below. This is from WrestleView.com, posted by Paul Niemer on the website for the 6th of May, 2018. Posted today here on Sunday, the day of Backlash. And let's get right to this predictions. As always, go from bottom to top. And starting off with the kickoff match, we have Bailey going against Ruby Riott. To me, I see Ruby Riott winning this match. Um, you know, I do see her winning over Bailey again the win. I do think that we will see Sasha Banks interfere in this match and try to get Bailey to help, but it will backfire them on a miscommunication where Ruby Riott will get the win over Bailey. And I do think this is building toward a feud between Bailey and Sasha. Well, actually, it's been building for the past couple of months. I think since January. So for these two, I think it'll be a good match. But I do think we will see a big heel turn by maybe SummerSlam, whether it's from Sasha or Bailey. And if there's no heel turn from either one of them, then it's, to me, this feud between Bailey and Sasha Banks is a lost cause. It's a big waste of time. But that's just me. So, with that, I see Ruby Riott retaining. I do like her and the Riott Squad. I do think that I do think that they will make a big impact on Raw, depending on how they're booked. Um, so, so for this match between Bailey and Ruby Riott, I see Ruby Riott winning against Bailey in the Backlash kickoff match. And then we're on to the main card. First match, the Raw Women's Championship is on the line of Nia Jax champion going up against Alexa Bliss. I see Nia Jax retaining the championship tonight. I think it would be pointless for her to lose it to Alexa Bliss, who's already had her run as Raw Women's Champion. And I do think for Nia Jax, she has um, done very well defending championship. She's a very beautiful woman. I know that most people may not like her because of her looks or whatever. To me, I think that it's just irrelevant, in my opinion, because Nia Jax, she comes from lineage. She comes from the Samoa family. I think related to Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Roman Reigns, the Usos, Timmy Snuka, so on and so forth. And she has proven herself in a way. I do think that before she won the Raw Women's Championship, she was not booked properly due to her being sidelined because of the whole Enzo situation. But for this match, I see Nia Jax retaining the Raw Women's Championship against Alexa Bliss. As far as Alexa Bliss goes, I don't know what they're going to do with her, but I don't see her partnership with Mickey James, continue anytime. I wouldn't be surprised if it ended somehow tonight. Um, you know, but as far as Alexa Bliss goes, also for those of you who do not know, she had breast enhancement surgery. So the past couple of weeks she has not been performing in the ring. Rightfully so because of the effects if she does wrestles. After getting the surgery. Though I do think that tonight we will see her compete against Nia Jax. I do think it'll be a good match, but ultimately Nia Jax will retain the Raw Women's Championship. And next one we have is the WWE United States Championship. Jeff Hardy, the champion, go up against Randy Orton. I'm going to say Jeff Hardy will win this match and become the U.S. champion. I think that for Jeff Hardy, he's been on a roll since coming back, and for Jeff, I'm glad that he is U.S. champion, winning and taking that away from Jinder Mahal, who was who just it was poised for him for Jinder to have the U.S. championship, and win it at WrestleMania, where he could have maybe kept it and lost it on Raw when he was traded to Raw during the Superstar Shakeup. But I'm glad that Jeff Hardy is champion. As far as Raynor goes, he does not need the U.S. Championship at all. Jeff Hardy, in my mind, deserves to have a good long run with the championship, and I would not be surprised to see him lose to Shelton Benjamin at maybe at SummerSlam or at another event or even on SmackDown. So yeah, I do see Jeff Hardy retaining tonight. Gets ready to order for the U.S. Championship. Next up, we have the SmackDown Women's Championship, Carmella versus Charlotte Flair. This match is 50-50. I think there's a good chance that either both of these women could win the match and become and walk out SmackDown Women's Champion. For Carmella, she's been on a roll, and she has had the money in the bank for quite a long time since she won it last summer. Um, and lately, since after she cashed in, she's been getting help from the iconics of Billy Kay and Peyton Royce, who, I think they're very good in the ring, and they're good with their chemistry and their charisma. Um, and For Carmella, I can see her retaining tonight due to help from the Iconics, but if not, then there's Charlotte Flair, who I see her regain championship. I do think that maybe Carmella could win very dirty, maybe by grabbing her tights or put her feet up on the rope. That's possible. Um, so 50 between both of them. I do think that we will see airfares from both sides for Carmella when it comes to the Iconics, and for Asuka and Becky when it comes to Charlotte Flair. So 50 between Carmella and Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Next up, we have is the WWE Intercontinental Championship. We have Seth Rollins champion go up against The Miz, and this is where I think I think it's very obvious that Seth Rollins will retain the Intercontinental Championship. I do not see why The Miz will want the IC title back after losing it at WrestleMania. There really is no need for him to actually to be in the running for the IC Championship. He should be up in line next to go up for the Universal Championship, even though we know that's impossible. No, I mean for the WWE Championship, where I can see AJ Styles going up against The Miz for the championship, and I do think that The Miz is a strong contender for that title. So for Seth Rollins, I do think that he will retain the Intercontinental Championship. I do love his run as the Intercontinental Champion so far. He's done a lot of good work with that title. I do see him retaining tonight. I think it'll be a good match for both Seth Rollins and The Miz. I don't see the point of The Miz regaining the Intercontinental Championship where he's on SmackDown, and he is going to have a big feud with Dale Bryan pretty soon. So I'm going to go with Seth Rollins to retain the Intercontinental Championship tonight. Next up, we have is Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley going against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Now, I'm going to go with. Well, actually, I think it's going to be 50 between both teams. I do think that there is a strong chance that Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley could win due to the power and strength that they have against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. But I do see Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn possibly winning this by using their tactics and their shenanigans. I have been enjoying Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn since they've been on Raw. I do think that they are a very good pair and they work together very well. I do hope that one day they will become the Raw Tag Team Championships. I think it's very possible we'll see it happen maybe at SummerSlam, most likely. But I'm going to go with 50-50 here between Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley. I hope that WWE does something with Lashley and they give him a good storyline, because we all know eventually he's going to face Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship at SummerSlam, or whether it's just a single match or whether it's for the title. But either way, they have to do something with Lashley now so that they could get him ready for Brock Lesnar, so that Lashley can have momentum when he goes up against Lesnar at SummerSlam. So 50 between Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Next up we have is Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass. And I really, as much as I do think that Daniel Bryan will win, I think there's a big possibility that Big Cass could win tonight. Because, we all know that Daniel Bryan, ever since he's came back to, the company, competing in the ring, he's done very well. I'm happy for him. I'm glad that he's doing what he's doing what he loves doing best. So for Big Cass, I think that for him, it's possible that he could win this match and beat Daniel Bryan, which would not be a shocker to me because, I think WWE wants to give Big Cass a lot of momentum and give him a big push. So I'm gonna say 50 feet between Daniel Bryan and Big Cass in this match. Now, um, next up we have is Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe, and I'm going to say 50-50 in this match as well because, as we all know, Roman Reigns has not been doing well lately. He's been losing to Brock Lesnar. He lost to Lesnar again at the Greatest Royal Rumble, and WWE I think will probably have him get the win in pinfall, maybe on a roll up, so that he could get some sympathy, of course. But then there is Samoa Joe who was betrayed on SmackDown, and I think maybe for Samoa Joe, he will be getting his big push very soon. And I do think it's possible that he could win tonight, where he really dominates Roman Reigns and gets the win on a submission using his chokehold on the Roman, where Roman will not tap, but maybe tap out, not tap, but pass out probably. Maybe that you'll hear the announcer say, "Oh well, he didn't tap, he didn't tap, but he didn't give up either, so he passed out." So I'm gonna say 50-50 between Roman Reigns and Samoa Joe. And last on the list we have is the main event is for the WWE Championship. No DQ rules. The phenomenal one, AJ Styles, the champion, going up against Shinsuke Nakamura. Um, I'm gonna say is also this is 50-50 between both AJ and Shinsuke Nakamura. For AJ Styles, I'm glad that he's a champion. I'm glad that he, you know, is the one that's representing the company, and he does deserve a long reign. My only fear is that having him a champion for too long could, you know, make his reign boring in a way. Maybe tonight would be a good thing to shake things up a little bit and have Shinsuke Nakamura come out the winner and the new WWE champion. For Shinsuke, I've been enjoying his heel run ever since WrestleMania. It's really brought him back to relevancy because before that he was just so and so in a way. He had that spark of energy and that big fandom going because when he was on the main roster, everyone was so excited for Shinsuke Nakamura at SmackDown, and they wanted to see him as a champion. But every time they put him up against the champion, person who's held the WWE Championship, like Jinder Mahal, he lost, and so on and so forth until he won the Royal Rumble. And then when he went against AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura lost. And I do hope that there's a payoff with this feud for Shinsuke Nakamura, who is a heel, because you just can't keep having him lose against AJ Styles. Because if you do, what else can there be done for Shinsuke Nakamura? So 50-50 between AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura for the No DQ rules match for the WWE Championship. Will we see AJ Styles having a cup with him to protect him from getting hit from the low blows from Shinsuke Nakamura? I know that's been annoying and bothering people, but I kind of like it. I think it's fun, it's crazy, it's out of control. But I do think that WWE should at least change things up a little bit with Nakamura so that fans won't get bored with him as well. And if AJ Styles does have the cup, then hey, I won't blame him, But if Nakamura has the cup, if AJ Styles tries to low blow him, I would be shocked. I really would. That would be that would be crazy, And with no DQ, anything's possible. Anything can happen. Even though I think this would be a good match, you'll see AJ and Shinsuke Nakamura use just the kitchen sink. Women's all around the ring to try to one up with each other. Maybe go around the rings and fight. But will we see someone else interfere in this match? I'm kind of wondering that. I think it's possible we could see someone interfere. Who? I don't know. But I think overall it should be a good match. So, 50-50 between AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Championship in a no DQ rules match. So let's go to bottom and top four quick predictions. Uh, Ruby Riott will defeat Bailey in the Backlash kickoff match. Um, Nia Jax will retain the Raw Women's Championship against Alexa Bliss. Jeff Hardy will retain the U.S. Championship against Randy Orton. 50-50 between Carmella and Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship. 50-50 between Seth Rollins and The Miz for no. Seth Rollins will retain against The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship. 50-50 between Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in a tag team match. Uh, 50-50 between Dan Bryan and Big Cass. 50-50 between Roman Reigns and Samoa Joe. And 50-50 between East Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Championship No DQ Rules match. So, tell me, what guys, think about this. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Are you more neutral about my predictions for Backlash tonight? And if so, tell me in the comment section down below. Tell me your predictions of who will win tonight. And next time is Zane saying peace. Take care. I will see you guys there for next video coming up later on today, tonight, whether it's later on today, tonight, tomorrow. And I will see you guys later. And enjoy Backlash tonight. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.